Today I wanted to address some problems with the guns in Rust. So if you look here, we have the generally the cheaper version of and like the more advanced version of each gun. So the water pipe, and then like the better version is the pump. And then you have the revolver, the better version is the semi-auto, and custom SMG, and the better version is the MP5. Or at least this is how it's supposed to be. So I want to start off with the revolver and the P2. So if we stand, one foundation away, and do not compensate for any recoil, fire. Do it over here with the semi-automatic. I only fired 7 bullets with this. This I fired 8. So you can see there's a huge difference in the bullet gap and the recoil. And if we test the damages from 2 foundations away, revolver's 3 hits, P2's 3 hits. So I mean, if you want to kill someone, there's barely any difference in damage. I mean, so if you want to check the aim cone on these, actually, let's back up 2 foundations. So this is how the aim cone is with the revolver, and try to aim in the dot every time. So that's how the revolver aim cone is. You're going to test with the P2. So I mean, I wouldn't count that one all the way in the corner, I believe. I screwed up on that one. But I mean, you can kind of get the gist of it. I mean, they have similar aim cones. I mean, the P2's kind of worse. Just slightly. And for when it comes to recoil, the revolver's the best option. You can spam them about the same. And then like it's not really too much of a difference. Reload time 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. So slightly longer on the revolver. But I mean, the only advantage of the P2, it holds 2 more bullets. That's really it. Revolver's better in every way. Right. Now if we move on to the MP5 and onto the custom SMG, and then MP5 and custom SMG. If we go down here, custom SMG, 20 high qual, 1 SMG body, 2 metal springs, and then MP5, same thing, but except double the price of the high quality. And if you read. Here it really doesn't give too much of a description, but it's obviously supposed to be a military grade gun. And here, custom SMG, sacrifices accuracy and distance for speed. So if we do a test about 1.33 foundations away for recoil. That's all the bullets. Let's go over a little bit. Start right here. That's less than half of the bullets. So you're able to spam a lot more bullets with the custom SMG in a shorter amount of time. And also the recoil is so much heavier on the MP5. There's a huge bullet gap. And look, if we want to go all the way back here, I believe this is like 2.33 foundations away. 3 down. So it takes 1 less for the MP5, but when you consider compared to, I mean, it makes a huge difference. Then it's not really the next gun, but rather the next ammo. I want to present to you the difference between the 12 gauge Buckshot and the Handmade shell. So this is the Handmade shell I have loaded in, just to let you guys know. Look. Handmade shell. Alright, same with the pipe shotgun. Handmade shell. So if we're about 1.33 foundations away, how we're supposed to be, like usually with the shotgun, Alright. It's decent spread. Shoot like this. Okay, so that seems like pretty fair spread for a handmade shell. And I mean, could be worse. So if we load in 12 gauges, so back on the pipe shotgun side, and then over here on this side, you can see that the Buckshot has a lot more spread. So much more spread. It's not even like a difference between the guns. The guns barely have a difference between themselves besides the ammo you can hold in them. It's really the difference between the two ammos. And the handmade shell is just so much better when it comes to spread. And typically shotguns you're not supposed to be you fire them from far away besides the slug. But yeah, about 2 foundations away. Alright, so let me load in handmade shell. If you just fire on the body. Alright, 1, 2, okay. 12 gauge. You see, like, there's really no difference when it comes to the amount of bullets it takes to down someone. If you really want to aim for the head, I mean, you're not really doing anything. Look, see that one took 3 because the spread on the 12 gauge is actually just so bad. Oh, another note here. Like we need fractional reloading with these, and bolts really don't have a difference. It's mainly these 2 ammos, and I think it's a problem that the spread on a handmade shell is better than the 12 gauge Buckshot, because first of all, this is way more expensive than this. This is meant for like early games. This is a problem because this gun in almost everywhere is better than this. And then this gun in almost every way is better than this. I mean, I guess if you want to go long distance, then you would go with the MP5, but even then, like, the Tommy still is better. So, I mean, if you wanna look, like the accuracy, I mean, you can tell it's slightly worse on the custom SMG, but face punch really needs to buff the semi-auto, the MP5, and Buckshots so that they're actually worth it, or they need to nerf the handmade shells, the revolver, and the custom SMG. But I don't think that's the right choice, as the custom SMG by itself already is just kind of meh. The revolver is, I mean, it's alright, and like, and most people use Buckshot in the first place. But it's because most people don't even realize the difference between these 2. So, yeah, I just believe it's right to buff these because they're just extremely underused. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Yeah, that's about it.